Hi ladies, how are you today? Welcome. Give me a moment to get set up here and then we're going to get started. I am very excited. I have several things to tell you today. I hope you're having an awesome Saturday and I hope you are looking forward to tomorrow and the rest of your weekend. Okay, I got a little notice here that's in my way. There we go. All right. Yay. All right, this is Patty Petrie with Makeup P31 Woman. My business is about God first, beauty, and encouragement. I love encouraging women. That's what the Lord's called me to do. I love encouraging women of all ages, from stay-at-home moms to women who are 40 plus, because I fall into that 40 plus category, more like 40 plus plus. But anyway, I come on Monday through Friday to do encouragement videos, and then on Saturdays I do videos on makeup and skincare. Hey Kim, thanks for watching. It's good to see you. So today we are going to talk about different foundation formulas. And before we start into that, I want to give you a word of encouragement, and that is, this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Ladies, we get to start fresh every morning. God's mercies are new every morning, and we get to start all over again. So let that be an encouragement to you. Today we are going to talk about several different formulas of foundation, and the reason I chose to do that today is because the September Kudo allows you to get any of our foundations, any of our face primers, and any of our face brushes. So I thought there's probably a lot of confusion out there about which one should I get. So we're going to cover all of them today. I'm going to start with the pressed powder foundation. Now this is a versatile foundation because it can be used as a setting powder after you put on other foundation. It can also be used as a foundation itself. So this is what it looks like. It comes with a little sponge thing, which I took the one out of here because I needed to wash it. I dropped it on the floor this morning. So anyway, I normally use a brush anyway, so I'm going to use this type of brush and I'm going to apply it to my chin so you can just get an idea of how it works. And you just swirl the brush around in here, and I have already put on my face primer, so I'm putting this pressed powder foundation over that. And you just stipple it in. And you can rub it around like this, and it works just fine as a foundation on its own. People who have oily skin tend to like the pressed powder foundation because it is a powder and it works well on oily skin. Alright, so on another part of my face, I am going to use the spray foundation, and I actually have two colors in the spray foundation because I like to use a light color underneath my eyes, and I like to use the color that matches my face everywhere else. So to demonstrate this, I'm going to use the light color and show you how I do use a little sponge. So you shake it up. It's very important to shake the spray foundation and the liquid foundation every time before you use them. I have a palette like this, and I just take this and I spray it on here. You can also spray it directly on your brush or sponge, but I find that it's less wasteful to do it on this because it's a bigger surface and I can just pick it up. So I take it, I swipe it in there, and then I use it, just press in. And you can see how much coverage this gives. And this spray foundation dries to a matte finish. And it gives very good coverage, as you can see. And I'm just using this beauty sponge, beauty blender, whatever you want to call it. I like to use that underneath my eyes. It's just easier to get in there. Okay. So now I am going to demonstrate the stick foundation, which is more of a cream, and it has a screw base. You just screw it up like this. And I'll do it on my nose. And then to blend it, I take a kabuki brush and just spread it out. So as you can see, I've already used 3 different types of foundation. They all give good coverage. A lot of this is personal preference, which you like to use the best, what's easiest for you. And also it depends on your skin type. All right, so that's the stick. Now I'm going to use another color in the spray, which is the color Organza. And I'm going to do it on this side of my face, and then over here I'll do the liquid so you can see. So again, after you shake it up, you just spray it. And this time I'm going to use a kabuki brush to pick it up. And then just start stippling. And I can blend over where I did that lighter color. I love this. I tell you, I think my favorite is the spray and the liquid, if I had to choose. But they are all good. They all give good coverage. Okay, so you can see this is the side of the face where I've not put anything yet. And this is what I just did with the spray. And I'm going to put some up here. Ladies, thanks for joining today. Comment and let me know that you're here. And if you watch afterwards, you can comment, and I will see it eventually. I don't always see it right away. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to use the liquid. So I have 2 liquids also, one in lighter and one in just the regular face color, but I'm going to use the face color, and I'm going to do this side of my face. And what I do is I take a kabuki brush. This has a dropper, and you take it and you just drop it right on to the brush, 4 little drops, and then again you stipple in and then just start blending. Ladies, this foundation gives such good coverage no matter which formula you use. So you have some really nice choices. Oh, and while I'm doing this, I want to tell you, if you live locally, in November, I am participating in an event that is local. It's going to be called a Women's Holiday Shopping Extravaganza, and there are going to be multiple vendors there. There will be me with Younique. There's going to be essential oils, Tupperware, Lori, or Tori Bell. There's all kind of vendors, and I will be posting on Facebook, but I wanted to give you a heads up so you can save that date, November 7th. It'll be from 10 to 3, and it's going to be in Castleberry at Metro Life Church. Okay, so now I have got full coverage on my whole face using all the different formulas, and as you can see, they all gave good coverage. Now, one other thing that I want to show you is going back to the pressed powder. If you want to use the pressed powder as a setting powder, then you can do that. Again, you just swirl this around and you just go over whatever foundation you used, and you can press it in to set. Now typically what I like to do is use a loose powder, which is another one of the foundations that we have. And you can apply that with either a brush, or you can use a little sponge like this and just pat it in to set. I usually do that in my T-zone area. My phone is blowing up over here. Sorry for the noise. Just, you know, because of oil, I like to do that in the T-zone area, but I really like a dewy finish. So the setting product that I use at the very end is a setting spray, which I will also show you, but just to be consistent here, I'm going to do the powder on both sides, because I am going out somewhere later, so I don't want to look like I have two different things going on. Okay, so I'm going to put on my bronzer and my blusher at this point. I always do the setting spray last, so I have to get this on first. And this is just to contour a little bit. You can also use a stick foundation in two colors, darker as a bronzer. So it's a good time to get that now while it's on sale, if you like to do that. Okay, and I'm going to blend. Always blend, so you don't have any sharp lines. Hey, Pamela. All right, and then for the Moonstruck Press Blusher, I like to use the fan brush. I just feel like that gives me a little bit more control, because it doesn't get too dark. And you smile. Put that on your apple of your cheek and brush back. Okay, and now I'm going to finish up underneath my eyes, and then I'm going to do the setting spray, show you how that works. So I did my eyes before I came on, and I'm just going to take this brush here, and I'm going to put a little bit of primer underneath. Eye primer. I use this brush for that. I'm going to have to look to the side, ladies, sorry. I cannot see without the magnification. And then use this thin brush that I just showed you to go underneath my eyes in line with the dark color that I used in my crease. Okay, so then I will put in a little bit of mascara. Not as much as I use on the top lashes, but just a little bit. So ladies, I got a question for you. Have any of you ever wished and longed to have your own business? If you have, this is a really good time to do online businesses, because people are a captive audience because they can't go anywhere. So if you are interested in doing that, I would love to have you message me and let me tell you about what I do. It's fun. I would love to have you join my team. Okay, so now I've got everything on. I'm ready to do my spray, setting spray. And you just close your eyes, hold your breath, and that gives a little bit more of a dewy finish if you like that, if you prefer that over a matte. So just to recap, we use the spray foundation, which gives a matte finish. We use the liquid, which dries to a matte powder finish. The stick gives more of a satin finish. The pressed powder gives you a shine-free matte finish. And then the loose powder gives you a matte and sets your foundation. All right, so the kudo for this month is any face primer, any foundation, and any face brush for $90. That's up to a 26% savings. Ladies, if you want that, I suggest you click on my link today because things are running out quickly because that's such a good deal. So there's that. I've talked about you joining my team. Also, I would love for you to join my private Facebook group if you have not done so already. And I will put the link here for that. And I just realized I have not put the link for the shopping, so I'm going to do that now. Touched the wrong thing. I'll put the links in afterwards. So anyway, ladies, thank you for joining me today. I love reaching out to you ladies, and I love hearing from you. I hope you have an awesome weekend, and I will see you back on Monday. Mwah! Thanks.